program is sponsored by Zakat Kenya. Zakat Kenya, fulfilling an obligation.
Every day, thousands struggle to afford food, education, and basic healthcare. But together, we can change lives through Zakat. Through your Zakat and Sadaqah, we educate children, empower individuals, support businesses, fund healthcare, and provide relief for the most vulnerable in our community. Last year, we helped many, but there's still more to do. With your support, we can reach even more people in need. Your Zakat is their hope. Donate today and be the reason someone smiles tomorrow. Zakat Kenya, fulfilling an obligation.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome again to the show, The Spirit of Ramadan. I'm Sheikh Hassan Makoha from Zakat Kenya, from the Department of Education, famously known as the Zakatologist or the Zakat Attack Specialist. Now, we are in the month of Ramadan and it is ending. Still, ask yourself, what have you benefited from these days? Jamia TV is here giving you the chance to know more about Islam by watching it, and especially to this program, The Spirit of Ramadan, whereby we talk in depth about this forgotten pillar, Zakat. Now, in our previous episode, we still talked about Zakat. And this one, we talked about how Zakat can be used to improve the economic aspect of individuals. Then also we looked up at Zakat empowerment of the youth. Zakat empowerment of the youth is that in each and every society, when you do the census, you will get that the youth are more than the others. And this one is a very dangerous generation, and it's a very useful generation. It depends on how you tackle it, or it depends on how you use it, because this youth, one, they have a chance of learning, acquiring knowledge. How does Zakat come in? It comes in to sponsor them in colleges, in universities, in high schools, and nowadays we have the grade 10. So also Zakat can be used to give them grants to start their businesses. They have qualified, they have gone to school, now they want to do the businesses themselves. They need somewhere to start. Where do they start from? And yet they don't have the guarantors to take a loan, a halal loan. They don't have a logbook, they don't have a title deed to secure a loan. So Zakat comes in, Zakat chips in, so that they can get the startup grant for their businesses. Also, this youth can be given Zakat through vocational training. We need we need carpenters, we need plumbers, we need electricians. This one can be achieved through the sponsorship of this youth to the tertiary colleges that they need, or they have secured admission, or they have the secured a place. So Zakat can be used in this. Also, Zakat can be used in the ICT integration of this youth. So this is how Zakat can be used to empower this youth, because they are energetic, they have the time, they have the skills. Now, how can you use them well? How can we empower them? We empower them through Zakah, because if we empower the youth, they will be able to sustain themselves. They will be able to meet their basic needs, the food, shelter, clothing, and other necessities. They will be able to sustain their families. They will be able to take care of their families. Also, the society will grow, because this one is the biggest part of the of the society is made of the youth. If they are engaged, the society will be engaged, and it also remove these vices of stealing, gambling, and other vices. So today we are going to look at the refugees. Now, are they entitled to receive zakah? The refugees and the displaced people, nowadays we call them the IDPs, internally displaced people. Maybe it's due to an outbreak, or to a fire, or to a flood. So are they given zakat as refugees? Are they given zakat as displaced people? Or what are they given zakat as? They are given zakat as among the 8 categories that we mentioned, al-fukara or al-masakin. Now at this juncture, at this point, they need it, and now zakat will come in to give an immediate relief. One had a home, but now due to war he doesn't have a home. Now he needs to start his life and continue with his life, so zakat comes in to give the immediate relief. They need food, they need shelter, they need clothing, and they need other necessities. Where will they get from, or where will they run to? They'll run to zakat. Also, now they have been given the immediate relief. Now they need to continue with their life, although it will take time, but that's why guiding and counseling comes in. One had maybe one was able, but now all of a sudden, due to fire, due to drought, due to flood, due to war, he doesn't have a home. He has lost part or the whole property. He has lost some of the family members. So guiding and counseling comes in, psychology comes in, and then after that, this person has to move on. Life has to continue. Now he wants to start a business. He had a business that was destroyed by floods, or by fire, or by any other natural catastrophe. Now he'll be given the grants from zakat to continue with to start a business and continue with his life. So this is how zakat comes in. Now what is for the humanitarian aid organization do, or what should they do? One, the humanitarian or the zakat organizations, they have to come together, to work together to avoid duplication, because this organization will work for this, or will do this one will do the same, will come again, do the same thing, the other one will come. Okay, all of us are doing good, we're doing khair, but to avoid duplication and to maximize the use of these funds, we have to come together and see how can we assist these people. They are refugees. They fall under the al-fukara and al-masakin categories. Now, how do we assist them? If we come together, we can do a better job. We can maximize the resources very well. But if one does on his or her own, then we may end up doing duplication. The other thing is we have to maximize these resources very well, because one, it is an amana from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Also, it's an amana from the payers or the givers. So this zakat should be used in the correct way possible. How? Through proper verification. You may find that something has happened, but one who is benefiting he was not affected by floods. You may get he was not affected by floods. He was not affected by drought. He was not affected by fire. But he just came from nowhere and benefited from what was issued. How? Because of not doing thorough verification. We have to do the thorough verification on these people, the IDPs and the refugees, because some fake, some are not genuine. So for us as an organization, we have to do proper verification to get the eligibility of these people, because if we don't do proper verification, we may be helping, or we may help people who are not genuine, who are fake and leaving out those who are the right owners or those who are supposed to receive the zakah. So that one is a collective responsibility. The other one is we give out the basic needs, not luxury. One who wants luxury is different from al-fukara wal masakin. So we have to be very keen as organizations when something has happened. We have to do verification. We have to collaborate so that we can maximize the resources very well and give it to the rightful people. Remember, we are given an amana by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it's also still an amana from the payers, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask us because we are all responsible and accountable. So keep watching Jamia TV for more information on zakah, how it can improve the lifestyles or the living standards of masakin or fukara, including the youth, the widows, the orphans, and even the IDPs and the refugees. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Shukran.
This program is sponsored by Zakat Kenya. Zakat Kenya, fulfilling an obligation.
Every day, thousands struggle to afford food, education, and basic healthcare. But together, we can change lives through zakat. Through your zakat and sadaqah, we educate children, empower individuals, support businesses, fund healthcare, and provide relief for the most vulnerable in our community. Last year, we helped many, but there's still more to do. With your support, we can reach even more people in need. Your zakat is their hope. Donate today and be the reason someone smiles tomorrow. Zakat Kenya, fulfilling an obligation.